Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from The Right Way, and got some more news on our favourite ex-Green MP piece of shit thief, Golriz Ghahraman. Um, so we're going to have a look at what the latest news is, and it's quite interesting. So before we do that, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. If you have any comments to make, either good or bad, please put them in the comment section. I like to read any feedback that I get. And if you like my content, please subscribe, as it just helps the YouTube algorithm to get my videos out there. So let's go back to March, and this was mentioned quite a lot by certain people bringing it up. I didn't really know about this until a bit later, until someone mentioned it on Twitter. So, senior criminal barrister points out the conflict issues with the judge who's presiding over the thief's trial and Golriz Ghahraman herself. So let's have a look, because maybe you don't know about this if you happen to be watching this video. So the conflict of issue perception between the judge handling the shoplifting charges against former Greens MP Golriz Ghahraman and thief continue to concern many who observe the case, including a leading King's Counsel who emphasised the need for actual and perceived impartiality on the part of the parties hearing the case. So there needs to be impartiality, but there also needs to be perceived impartiality by the rest of us, right? So we need to know that, you know, they will be impartial. So we need to have that. Even though they might be, if there's any kind of conflict of interest, then we don't get that perception, right? That the person's going to be impartial. So that's really important in terms of justice. So Ghahraman appeared in court where it was revealed that the presiding judge, Judge Maria Pekotic, who granted her bail until her sentencing, scheduled for June 24th, had previously worked with Ghahraman in her legal career. Might not be quite so impartial now, right? The two had worked on a Court of Appeal case in 2016 and also 2 years later, apart from any other cases where they might have worked together. So if you're both working on a case and you're more than likely to be working reasonably close together, it makes sense that maybe you might form some sort of relationship or friendship between the two, right? It's not going to be an antagonistic type relationship, is it? Judge Pekotic was appointed to the. I don't need to remember about how she got onto the become a judge or anything. Conflict and perception issues would be top of the mind for the judge, one might think. You would think so. The District Court Recusal Guideline says the guiding principle is that a judge is disqualified from sitting if, in the circumstances, there is a real possibility that, in the eyes of a fair-minded and fully informed observer, the judge might not be impartial in reaching a decision in the case. Right? And I think this applies to this situation. Absolutely. Marie Dryburgh, King's Counsel, a criminal barrister and former president of the Auckland District Law Society, commented that the judge would have been acutely aware of the importance of maintaining impartiality both in reality and perception. Now, the judge is probably thinking, nope, I can be impartial, I won't let anything affect me, but it's the perception of impartiality which is the important thing here. We need to be sure that nothing untoward is taking place, and the only way to do that is for the judge to recuse herself from this particular case and be put onto a different case and have a completely impartial judge appear in the case. A spokesman for the Chief District Court Judge's Office confirmed that no concerns about perceived bias were raised in this instance. They stated that all procedures were followed appropriately without any deviation from standard protocols. That doesn't help us. That doesn't make me feel any better that there is impartiality here. So that's the background, which some of you may or may not know. So let's have a look at X and Thomas Cranmer, a really good journalist, has come out with this tweet. So this is May the 7th, which is today. The Judicial Conduct Commissioner has referred Judge Maria Pekotic to the District Court Chief Judge. Remember, this is the District Court Chief Judge initially said that there was no perception issues, but someone else has made a complaint to refer it back to them. So we'll see what happens. After a complaint was made in March relating to her role in the Golriz Ghahraman court hearing, which cited media reports of a previous close working relationship between Ghahraman and the judge, which raised concerns over fairness and impartiality. So let's hope that something does actually come out of this. Now, I just want to look at some of the tweet replies to this because they're quite funny. So from Dumbass, a play on the old MasterCard advert, some designer gear, $9,500. Exploiting immigrant labour, $25,000. Smirk when you know the judge, priceless. That is a brilliant tweet, dumbass. That is just perfect. And look at her fucking little smirk there too. That just says it all. Let's hope this opens the path for a conviction rather than a wet bus ticket. No, and someone else says that later on in here. Need more judges going before the Conduct Commissioner for their lack of sensible sentencing. Absolutely correct. Will anything come of it? I have zero faith in the New Zealand judiciary. Exactly correct. And I don't know what that is about. So we all know she's going to get off, even though who it is. But even so, we need to have a judge who's impartial. She's going to get off. She's going to get a wet bus ticket. She's not going to spend any time in jail because she's a female. She's of not of the white race. She's got Middle Eastern race. She's a Green MP and she's a leftard. So put all those things together, there's absolutely no way that she's going to jail. But at least hopefully the judge will get kicked off the case so that at least we will hopefully get someone impartial actually doing it. Anyway, remember, let me know what you think in the comments section. I'd really love to hear that. All right, that's it from me. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video.